Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV, my name is Alex. We're standing outside Stamford Bridge after a 1-0 win against Fulham. I'm here with Charlie. Charlie, my friend, got her at 10 a.m. for the corporate lifestyle. And, I mean, well, first of all, talk to me about the experience. And what was better, the football or the in-game hospitality?
I don't know, mate. I'd probably say the in-game hospitality was better. I mean, I feel like I've sold out a little bit. It's not a regular thing. It's not a regular thing.
He got it for free, guys. He got it for free.
Yeah, just to confirm, it's not regular. I haven't sold out. I'll be back with it. I'll be back with the masses next game. But yeah, mate, I'm delighted we won. Of course I am. Like, that's what it's about. I always want my team to win. But I'm looking at this performance today and just the performances in general, and like, this shit's not sustainable, mate. It's not sustainable to keep playing like this, to keep playing the way that we are and getting these results. It very much, to me, feels like what Man United have been doing this season, where they've been playing shit, but they've just been picking up results, some way, somehow. And I feel like we're just kind of doing the same. Yes, we've moved up to 8th in the table. Yes, it's good we're climbing. It's good 4 wins in a row now at home. You know, that's been a long time since we've done that. So, like, these are good things. But at the same time, I'm looking at the football, I just think, some of the football is fucking dreadful, mate. It really is poor. And it's just not, for me, this is not sustainable what we're doing right now. It's not sustainable. Yes, we're getting away with it now and we're winning games or whatever, fine, and I'm happy about that. But generally speaking, bigger picture, this shit's not sustainable what we're doing.
You know, your point is really interesting about not being able to sustain this football and the fact that it's not very good. It brings me back to Mourinho when he was with us, mostly in his second spell, and obviously the league was a little bit more competitive at that point. Yeah, we played some very unattractive football at times, but still managed to grind out results. And I remember a journalist when we were playing Arsenal. The fans were chanting you were playing boring football. He said, well, I would be bored as well if we were losing the game. But the point being, he consistently did that and still dragged out the results. And people criticise him for it. So why should Pochettino be criticised, in the same way when he is able to put out results? I know Middlesbrough obviously wasn't good, but specifically on this game.
Look, I'm not criticising him for, we've won or whatever, but there's still things. I look at that and I don't think, we've turned the corner, we're out of the woods, we're going to go on a run now. I look at it and I think, look, this is still a young team, this is still a team that's learning, but I'm looking at it and I think the football we're playing is not great. And look, I obviously would sacrifice performances for wins every single day of the week. And if we win 1-0 every week playing dog shit, I don't care. But at the same time, mate, we're looking at the bigger picture, looking at how this young team is developing. It's not developing that well or that quickly right now. I'm looking at basic things like team selection today. I just don't agree with it. I've got past the point. I've just numb to it now of like criticising team selections. Yes, we've won today, but how Raheem Sterling keeps starting over the likes of Petrovic, over the likes of Mykhailo Mudryk. Like, why does this keep happening? How can Sterling keep getting picked in the team for dropping average performances? He was an average performance against Preston. He was absolutely horrific against Borough, and yet he still finds himself in the lineup every single week. I honestly don't believe that in games like this at home, we don't need Enzo, Caicedo and Gallagher. Gallagher's had a good season, but, mate, he's so safety first when he's on the ball. It's like he's playing with a high vis on, for fuck's sake. Like, where some players will take 1 or 2 touches, he's taking 3 or 4. It's all safety first with the ball. We need players that are going to take a few more risks, just get on the ball, make something happen. Like, Mudryk and Madueke should be playing. Look, Pochettino's been bought in, right, because of his record of working with young players and developing youngsters. You've got all these young players, and he doesn't fucking play them. Mudryk's on the bench. Madueke's on the bench. Mudryk can't get minutes ahead of Chilwell's back now, right? Which is great. Delighted to have him back, so he can play him at left back. Mudryk can't even get minutes ahead of fucking Chilwell at left wing now. Chilwell's come back from being out for a long time, and he's now ahead of Mudryk in the fucking pecking order. Mudryk, right, has gone from playing really well for a period of time. Now he's bottom of the pecking order. He's behind Palmer, he's behind Sterling, he's behind Madueke, he's behind fucking Chilwell now at left wing. It's like 5th choice at wing. And then behind him, like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, you sign these players, right? You get this manager into development, and he's not fucking picking any of them. So how are these guys going to develop? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
What do you think that Chilwell playing at left wing was just for this game to close it out, or do you think that's actually something he was going to follow up on?
Mate, how often has Chilwell played left back this season? Hardly at all, mate. Every time he's playing fucking left wing. Like, I don't understand it. I'm pleased he's back, but like, I'd rather him not be back if it means that he's going to be another option at left wing. He's not a left winger. We don't want to see Levi Colwill at left back anymore. Like, for what it's worth, he actually had a decent game today. Fair play to him, but that is not a long-term sustainable answer. You've got a left back. He's your vice captain. fucking play him there. Don't be putting him at left wing and then, taking those minutes away from the likes of your Mudryks that need them to develop, that are going to be the future of this club. These are the sort of decisions that I do not understand from the manager. I don't get it. I don't understand what he's trying to do. I don't understand the in-game management. I don't get it, mate.
I think if I was in Pochettino's shoes and I was making the decisions he's making, so I'm not defending it, he just doesn't want to drop Disasi or Silva or Chilwell.
Do you know what
he's trying to fit everyone in.
But do you know what he's doing, mate? And I get it, because when you're under pressure and you want results, you always go safe. He's making safe team selections. That's what's happening right now, mate. It's safe to pick Disasi at the back. It's safe to play Sterling. Like, it's a risk per se to start Mudryk and Madueke either side. It's a risk to put maybe Chilwell in the middle and start someone else at left back. For example, today, mate, I would have played Gusto at left back and I would have played Alfie Gilchrist at right back. That's what I would have done. There's Bowley over there. Go on, Todd.
Right, go on,
Todd. Fresh trim. Go on, Todd. Looking terrible, but what a guy. Look, it's safe team selections, mate, and I get why he's doing it, but at some point you've got to take the handbrake off. You've got to just go for it and play and allow these young players to make mistakes and express themselves, because otherwise, how on earth are they going to develop and how on earth are they going to get any better and learn this league and learn together? They're just not, mate. I don't understand what Poch is trying to do right now. Look, in terms of positives today, I thought Enzo Fernandez was superb. I thought it was brilliant today. I know he's coming for a lot of stick, the price tag and whatnot. I thought it was brilliant today. Look, it's a lot better from deep. Getting on the ball. Yes, some of his passing was poor, but he was making things happen. And if you're looking at that team and you're telling me that Enzo Fernandez is a problem, you don't know football. The guy is quality, and that is shining through. But he's got to play deeper, mate, like he was today, and that makes a big difference. But other than that, I thought we were a little bit lucky. Gusto maybe should have been sent off. Or having seen the replay, if that one against Aston Villa earlier in the season was a red card, this one should have been a red card. But obviously, that's where the consistency is lacking. So we could probably say we got away with one there. But ultimately, mate, it was unconvincing. But a win's a win. I just don't see where this team's going right now. I'm not looking at it every week and thinking we're making tangible steps forward as a side. I just we look like a bunch of strangers still. And that's to be expected to a degree, but 6 or 7 months into Poch being here, I'm expecting to see a little bit more, and I'm not seeing it.
What were your thoughts on Levi Chilwell and Petrovic today?
I thought Cole was good today, mate. As I said earlier, I thought it was actually one of his better games today. Yes, he got turned inside a few times. I thought he got forward well. I thought he defended reasonably well. So one of his better games at left back. But I want to see him in centre back. Like him as a 20-year-old playing out of position, getting cooked by wingers. It's making people think this guy's not good. This guy's one of the best young centre backs in European football, and him playing out of position is making people think that he's crap when he's not. I thought he was okay today. I thought it was one of his better games at left back. I thought Petrovic had a good game. Made some important saves. And look, for me, as I said many times before, there's a big conversation to be had about what happens when Sanchez comes back. But on those two specifically, mate, I thought they were good. Petrovic made some decent saves to keep us in the game. But again, as always, I'm just finding myself with more questions than answers at the end of another Chelsea performance.
Yeah, mate, I have to agree with you. It is unconvincing. It is very unconvincing. But the question is, how long can we keep sacking managers? Because I'm looking at. I know you're not saying sack him, but I'm hearing a lot of that, and people loved what I had to say at Middlesbrough. They said, Alex, this is one of the first times you've actually said it how it is. For me, that was unacceptable. But then I see a win, and I'm trying to get behind this. And a lot of fans are. I would say. I'd say there's a 50-50 split with Pochettino. I think some people like him and they understand what he's trying to do. They can see it's not going too well, but they still think he deserves time. And there's some people that just despise him. I mean, Lewis, Carefree, look, he's on strike, mate. So,
look, mate. The answer's not sacking managers. For people just need to engage their brain. It's you get your little dopamine hit for a couple of games maybe, and then suddenly when the reality strikes that changing a manager actually doesn't get rid of the deep-rooted problems at this football club, you start having the same moaning about the next guy. So, look, I'm not just blindly defending managers for no reason. But we have got to get to a point where we can allow a manager some time to try and implement his ideas rather than constantly pressing the fucking reset button every 6 months, because people go, oh, well, this team team needs an elite manager. No elite manager is coming into this football club right now, and they know in 6 months they could get the boot. And when there's a squad built like this, no elite manager wants to work with a squad of kids. The two things don't go together. So, look, whilst Pochettino is not perfect by any means, like, the problems at the club are much more deep-rooted. They're structural issues that need to be sorted out. We need to get this sorted from all over the place. Like, all this fucking movie promo today, like, what are we doing? Like, read the room. The ownership don't read the room very well. Like, all this fucking like movie shit that's going on. Like,
movie?
Yeah, mate, they're promoting this Argyle movie. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but they got like a load of fucking weirdos sitting behind like the dugouts and shit doing some... Just like, guys, read the fucking room for God's sake. We're doing shit on the pitch and you're more bored about stuff going on off the pitch. So, look, we've moved up to 8th. I'm happy. Look, we're progressing in terms of moving up the table. I'm just struggling right now to see, like, really how this team's actually taken any tangible steps forward. You know, winning's great, it breeds confidence, but I just feel that, like, another bad result is just around the corner because, to be honest, mate, we still do look like a bunch of strangers.